After his Sony Open victory in January of this year, Grayson believed that he was at the start of a new chapter in his life. His story is unfinished and a lot remains unwritten. He hopes that his new success proves to be an inspiration to many who have their own mental issues going forward. And then we heard the devastating announcement. What happened between the Sony Open in January and Charles Schwab Challenge in May? Today, we will look into the life of Grayson Murray, a two-time PGA Tour winner, and try to determine the cause of his death when his professional golf career was only beginning to flourish. Grayson's battle with anxiety is a well-recorded phenomenon. But when did it exactly start to show up? Stick around and find out. Grayson's early career. Born in Raleigh, North Carolina on October 1st, 1994, Grayson Murray was one of 3 children to Eric and Terry Murray. He has 2 siblings, a brother, Cameron, and a sister, Erica. Grayson took up golf at the early age of 8. He won the Callaway Junior World Golf Championship in San Diego in his age division 3 years in a row, from 2006 through 2008. He attended high school in his hometown at the Leesville Road High School. This early, he started competing in golf tournaments, earning a team state title for his school and an individual state title for himself. Grayson pursued a college degree, enrolling first in Wake Forest University. After 1 semester, he transferred to East Carolina University, citing discomfort. Unfortunately, he lasted only 8 weeks with ECU's golf team after continuous disagreements with his coach. He skipped a semester altogether before finally enrolling in 2014 at Arizona State University. Grayson's professional career. After playing as an amateur in the 2013 U.S. Open, Grayson won the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship, a Korn Ferry Tour event, in his rookie season in September 2016. In July of the following year, he won the Barbasol Championship, recording his first victory in the PGA Tour. 2015 saw Grayson winning an eGolf Professional Tour event, the Imperial Headwear Southern Open, and the New Hampshire Open. During the 2023 PGA season, he again joined the Korn Ferry Tour. He won 2 finals events, first the Advent Health Championship in May, and second, the Simmons Bank Open in September. In a playoff, Grayson won the Sony Open in Hawaii in January 2024. This was his second victory in the PGA Tour and his first in 7 years. This earned him a spot in the Masters as well as the Players' Championship, not to mention the $1.49 million prize money, which led to his total prize money ballooning to $6.3 million. So far, he also has recorded 1 third-place finish, 3 top 5 finishes, and 10 top 10 finishes in his short PGA Tour career of 141 played events. Could it be that it was during one of these golf tournaments Grayson participated in that his bouts of anxiety started showing its head? So far, Grayson's life seems to be moving forward just fine, and yours could also be moving in the same manner if you only click on the subscribe button to make sure of not missing any of our future inspiring videos. Grayson's struggles. Alcoholism and depression are the 2 major struggles of Grayson in his life. Grayson feels these struggles can be a result of playing in a sport where a player loses more times than he wins, and when he loses, he thinks of himself as a failure. He started to believe that whatever talent he had was wasted talent. After being diagnosed with social anxiety, he walked away from the 2014 Southern Amateur Tournament despite his being in the lead. Was this Grayson's first recorded struggle with anxiety? Grayson was involved in an alcohol-related incident in Hawaii in 2021, leading to his getting suspended from the PGA Tour. There was a time also in 2021 when Grayson called out Jay Monahan, the PGA Tour commissioner, for what he feels is the absence of available help for tour players suffering from alcoholism and depression. Jay, after talking extensively with Grayson, put tour programs in place to specifically help affected players. Grayson entered the Butterfield Championship in Bermuda in October 2022. However, before the tournament start, he got severely injured during a motorcycle crash. Together with his caddy, Doug Schweimer, they collided head-on with a car. Grayson was rendered unconscious and required 50 stitches with 25 of them on his face. He credited his wearing a helmet as the factor that saved his life. He then withdrew from the tourney, citing trauma. Ironically, Grayson was sober during this accident. Still, realizing it was time to change, Grayson entered rehab on his own volition for a month. Grayson's personal life. Grayson met Christiana Ricci in a Palm Springs tournament 3 years ago. He got engaged to her and was supposed to have married her last April 27th in Pinehurst. Since a personal friend, Webb Simpson, referred to Christiana as Grayson's fiancée on the day Grayson died, the marriage may not have actually taken place. Grayson credits Christiana as the reason why he was in a better place despite battles with mental illness and alcoholism. In addition to his parents, siblings, and nephews, Grayson believes that the resolution of these problems is a cause for a team and not an individual effort. Over the years, Grayson explored his Christian faith. His commitment to Christ, however, hasn't been more intense than in the last 6 to 8 months. There seemed to be a lightness around him during that time. Grayson uses social media as a venue to help others deal with the struggles he himself is going through. His Instagram account currently has 22,900 followers. Grayson's death. Grayson was playing in the 2024 Charles Schwab Challenge on the weekend of May 26th when suddenly he withdrew during Friday's second round play, citing an illness. Nobody thought it was a big issue. Players withdrawing from tournaments were a dime a dozen. Grayson was just another player with a scorecard reading WD. Grayson simply left and went back home to Florida. The following Sunday, Grayson's parents announced that their son took his own life on Saturday morning. He was 30 years old. This is how depression plays its game. Murray was in a fine place last January, and now he was in a bad state this May. Why he decided to leave are for reasons only he knows, and his loved ones will forever try to understand. To honor Grayson, tour players wore red and black ribbons during the Charles Schwab Challenge event last Sunday and will do so in the months ahead, just like Grayson did when he competed on Sundays in honor of the Carolina Hurricanes, Grayson's hometown ice hockey team. Also on Sunday, there was an observance of a moment of silence in the Korn Ferry Tour. At the Visit Knoxville Open, play was stopped for 3 minutes and an image of Grayson was displayed on the scoreboards. It's time to discover when the early signs of anxiety began to show in Grayson's life. It was during the Barbasol Championship in Kentucky in 2017 where he played as a 22-year-old professional rookie. He began feeling frustrated with himself after he was unable to win against players who he normally won against during his amateur days. He felt he wasn't improving as a player as they were. We lost another beautiful soul to suicide. Let us prevent this from happening again. If you are suffering from the pangs of alcoholism or depression or both, don't let it get the better of you by seeking outside help. Or if you know of anyone who has a drinking problem or is suffering from melancholia, advise them to join a group or talk to someone and not brood about it on their own. As Grayson said, recovery should be a team effort.